Hey guys, welcome back to the channel ABITALKSPORTS. Yep, and this is going to be a preview for the Nottingham Forest, or let me say Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest game, match day 4. Yep, but before I jump into this video, can you just go ahead and just subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and just give me that thumbs up, guys. And let's dive into the video now. And this is your boy ABITALKSPORTS. This is your channel, my channel, our channel, right? Yep, this preview is going to be about Arsenal, right? Arsenal. And let's go into it. Yep, so match day 3, Nottingham Forest got smashed 3-0 by West Ham, which was a shocker. And we already know there's a foundation to that issue, right? Nuno is at loggerheads with the director of football, Edu Gaspar, who used to be the director of football of Arsenal. And now they thought, what do we do? Nuno got kicked out. So Nuno is out of the team now. And guess who is in now? Big Ange. Ange from Tottenham is now the new manager of Nottingham Forest. Two contrasting styles, right? Ange likes to go all out, eye line, attack, no defense. Nottingham Forest will play the conservative game and just launch the counter. The days of Elanga, Chris Wood is waiting to, put the final touch in. And don't forget, Chris Wood scored 20 goals last season, right? So it's two contrasting styles. Ange has just had like 2 or 3 training sessions, but let's see how it goes. Arsenal, on the other hand, lost to Liverpool as well in Anfield. Good game. Not the best game from both teams, nullified each other. But that world-class, worldy free kick from Szoboszlai, gave Liverpool that 3 points. And, and everyone, the media, nobody ever talked about Arsenal not playing with their best players, right? Nobody in the media talked about, Saka is not playing, he's their best player. Or Odegaard could not start because he was injured, the arm injury, right? Nobody talked about, Saliba got injured after 3 minutes. Nobody talked about, Havertz is injured, or Jesus has been injured for a long time. Nobody really cares, right? Yeah. Imagine Liverpool without Salah, maybe Gakpo, and Konate, and even Wirtz. Wirtz is to Liverpool what Odegaard is to Arsenal, right? So imagine we'll have heard that narrative of everyone saying, they didn't play with Arsenal won Liverpool without their big guns, right? But the other way now, nobody's mentioning what happened. They're just saying, Arsenal were conservative. And I like, Arne Slot he has earned my respect now. After the game, he said if that game is played 10 times, the game will end as a draw 8 times. Arsenal will win 1 and Liverpool will win 1. That's just the honest analysis. And the Gary Neville, the Gary Neville and the Carragher, Schumacher just saying all the negative things. That's their problem. They should face their team, right? Face United and stop talking about Arsenal, right? Anyways, let's go into the game. So head-to-head Nottingham Forest Arsenal. It's 10 games in the Premier. No, 16 meetings, right? Arsenal have won 10. They've lost 4 and drawn 2. One of the losses was that one that, that killed and destroyed our title challenge. 7:30 at the Emirates. Like we said, Arsenal lost at Anfield. Forest lost 3-0 at home. Nuno sacked, Ange is in. Two contrasting, style of football. Let's see how it goes. Let's see the injuries now, right? On Arsenal side, from the last game they had, Saka was injured with his hamstring. Gabriel Jesus injured, Havertz injured, Saliba went out injured, Ben White had a knock, Nogard had a knock. But from Arteta's press conference, we see that Saliba is back. He's back in training, so he probably will start over Mosquera. Ben White is back again, and Nogard is back again. So we only have Saka had a slim chance to be in the squad, but I think he gets into the squad against against Man City, or maybe even in the Champions League. Like we know, Gabriel Jesus is a long-time injury. Havertz long-time injury back in months. I think Jesus is back in like December, January. Havertz around the same time. Saka is back, like I said, maybe in a week time. So looks like the team is healthy. It's in a good position. On the other hand, for Nottingham Forest, Ola played for Nigeria against South Africa. He got injured in that game, and we just heard that he's an hamstring and might be out for a few weeks. They have Dominguez out with a knee injury, and Savona out with ankle injury. So Arsenal have a fully, I don't want to say fully fit squad, but at least a decent squad that should be able to do a job. Let's look at the formation. Arsenal would normally play 4-3-3. From the last game, they had Raya, they had Timber, right back. Mosquera came in for, of course, for Saliba. Magalish and Calafiori, who's been having a good season, the player of the month at Arsenal. Merino played the Odegaard role because Odegaard, of course, had his shoulder injury. And Merino went on to score 4 goals in the international break, right? For those that said Arsenal played 3 defensive midfielders, Merino can play anyway, can play as a 6, or 8, or even as a 9, and even as a 10 for Arsenal. Then we had Madueke, who's had a very good international break, deputizing for Saka. Gyökeres as well scored 2 goals so far in 1 game, in 3 games. So, like I said, like I always say about Gyökeres, I don't mind. If Gyökeres can score 2 goals against the small teams, against 15 small teams, and not able to score against 4 teams, I'm happy with that. If he doesn't score against Man City, United, Chelsea, Liverpool, maybe Tottenham, I don't care. If he can score against the rest of them 2 goals, you know how many goals that is? If he scores 15 goals, if he scores 2 goals against them, that's like 30 goals, right? I'm happy with that. I don't care. But I think he will do well in this game. Then Eze as well. He didn't start the last game. He came in, but I think Martinelli might sit on the bench for this game. But let's see how it goes. In Arsenal, the difference I will see in this game that will happen is I think Odegaard comes back for Merino, and I think Eze comes in for Martinelli. So my first 11 for Arsenal will be Raya as usual, Timber right back, even though Ben White is back. Saliba, I heard, is back. We saw him in training. Arteta said in his press conference he was back. So Saliba starts, Magalish and Calafiori over. Luis Kelly, everyone saying Luis Kelly. I understand Luis Kelly is our boy. He's 18-year-old. He's just a young guy, right? Let Calafiori start this game. If 78 minutes, we're doing well, maybe 3 goals up, then Luis Kelly can get a game. But you guys should understand that Calafiori came in as a seasoned international. Started the season well, but his injuries last season just cost him, right? So let him. He flies well. He's scoring goals. He's assisting. He's doing the right thing. So Luis Kelly will get his chance. This is 3 games. We have about 50 games to play in the season. Then I think Zubimendi plays as a 6. Then the right 8, Odegaard, left 8, Declan Rice can do the box-to-box, energy, run with the ball, bring some energy to the team. He's had a good international break as well. Zubimendi had an amazing international break as well. Despite Timber, Saliba didn't play. Magalish played 1 game, didn't play the second game. Calafiori played 90 minutes, didn't play the other game as well. Madueke had an amazing international break. You could see his quality there. His ball carrying ability, his dribbles, he can dribble in and out, can cross with his left and his right. So give him, cut him some slack. He would deputize for Saka, and people there are already saying, 48 million might be well spent now if you see what Madueke would do when Saka is not fit. Imagine Arsenal fans not crying about Saka being injured now. Last season, once Saka goes down, we're all crying and saying, that's the end of it, right? But now we have Madueke to come in. We even have our young player to come in, right? Gyökeres obviously plays at number 9. And on the left, I would say Eze over Martinelli. We still have Martinelli that can come on the left. We still have Trossard that can come on the left as well, right? For Nottingham Forest, Morato on the left, Murillo, the Brazilian in the center, Milenkovic. Madueke destroyed him in international break. So let's see. The right back, Williams. The left back, Morato will probably replace Olaina. Anderson had his debut for England. It was awesome in that game as well. It's coming in. Ibrahim Sangare, the Ivorian, will probably partner Anderson. Hudson Odoi, quick, tricky, can shoot the ball. We need to keep a good eye on him. Gibbs White, creative, energy, can shoot the ball as well. You need to keep a good eye on him. Ndoye from Bologna, I've always loved this guy. He scored in this last game, and I think that we need to, watch this guy well. Chris Wood, 20 goals from last season. You need to watch this guy, man. Height, he can shoot the ball, he can jump very high, he's very tall, he's physical as well. So I was scared about Mosquera, playing with him, but I think Saliba is back, we should be fine. The key battles in this game for me, first thing would be Ndoye versus Calafiori. My fear is that Calafiori likes to bomb forward, and Ndoye is quite tricky, and you need to keep an eye on him. I know Magalish can actually cover that side, but we honestly need Calafiori to watch that space. Declan Rice can cover for him as well. I try to, do some defensive work. On the other side, I wanted to say Eze, right, initially, but I'm going to say Madueke against Morato. I think Madueke will have him on toast. We're going to cook that guy, man. My scoreline, I said 3-1 before, but I'm thinking we can keep a clean sheet. But with Chris Wood, he has that lucky thing of just scoring against us, right? I'll say 3-1, and I'm going to say Chris Wood will score for Nottingham Forest. I hope Gyökeres scored 2 goals again, and it will be like 4 goals in 4 games. That will be awesome. Yep, that is my prediction and that is my preview for that game. Guys, go ahead and subscribe, like the button, like the video, and just share with everybody. Thank you and have a great weekend. Bye.